How Buddhist teachings inspired Steve Jobs to change the world, a lesson in creativity and innovation. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're diving deep into how Buddhist teachings profoundly shaped Steve Jobs, the legendary founder of Apple, and how these teachings guided him to become one of the greatest innovators of our time. Make sure to stick around as we explore the connection between Buddhism and his revolutionary approach to technology, creativity, and leadership. The power of creativity, how Buddhism shaped Jobs' vision. Steve Jobs is renowned for his creativity and for changing the way we interact with technology. But have you ever wondered what fueled his boundless creativity? The answer lies in part within Buddhism. Jobs didn't see creativity as just a burst of inspiration or a random idea. For him, creativity was grounded in deeper insights and intuition, which were influenced by his practice of meditation and mindfulness. In Buddhism, meditation serves as a tool for quieting the mind and connecting with deeper aspects of one's consciousness. This practice allows for clarity, enabling the practitioner to discern deeper truths that are often obscured by the noise of daily life. Jobs was known to meditate daily, often engaging in deep reflection to calm his mind. This allowed him to think outside the box and come up with ideas that were radically different from what anyone else was imagining. Through meditation, Jobs was able to remove distractions, refine his focus, and connect with his inner creativity. One key Buddhist concept that helped shape Jobs' creative process was the notion of emptiness or shunyata. This Buddhist principle teaches that everything is interdependent and that there is no fixed, permanent essence in things. This idea resonated deeply with Jobs, who constantly challenged the status quo and embraced a fluid, adaptable approach to technology and design. For example, when developing the Macintosh, Jobs insisted on designing the product from the inside out, focusing not only on functionality, but on creating an aesthetic that would resonate with the user's emotions. Jobs believed that the physical form and emotional experience of a product should be as important as its utility, something that Buddhism also emphasizes, the interconnectedness of mind and matter. Interdependence, bringing together diverse ideas. One of the most notable aspects of Jobs' creativity was his ability to connect seemingly unrelated ideas. He was not limited by conventional thinking and often sought inspiration from disparate fields. This mirrors the Buddhist concept of dependent origination or pratitya, which suggests that all phenomena arise in dependence upon conditions and that everything is interrelated. For example, Jobs' interest in calligraphy played a huge role in the design of Apple's products. During his time at Reed College, Jobs took a calligraphy class that would later influence the fonts and typography choices on the Macintosh. This integration of art, technology, and design wasn't just about functionality. It was about creating an emotional connection with the user, just as Buddhism teaches that the mind and body are interwoven in a constant dance. Jobs wasn't afraid to blend technology with the human experience, and he often sought to create products that evoked emotion and beauty, not just utility. In many ways, this idea of unity between technology and emotion reflects the Buddhist understanding of interconnectedness, how all aspects of life are inextricably linked. Beginner's mind, the secret to lifelong innovation. Another Buddhist concept that influenced Jobs' approach to innovation was the idea of Shoshin, or beginner's mind. In Buddhism, Shoshin refers to approaching life with an open, eager mind, free from preconceptions. It's about being open to new ideas, experiences, and perspectives, as if you were seeing everything for the first time. Jobs embodied Shoshin throughout his life. Even as a seasoned entrepreneur, he maintained a childlike curiosity and constantly sought to learn and explore new possibilities. This sense of wonder and openness is one of the key reasons why Jobs was able to continually innovate. He didn't rest on his past successes. He constantly asked, what's next, and sought to create something that would change the world once again. His approach was revolutionary, challenging norms and pushing boundaries. For instance, the iPhone wasn't just a phone, it was a complete reimagining of how we interact with technology. Jobs approached each project with fresh eyes, always questioning the limitations and striving for something better. The concept of no self, letting go of the ego. One of the most profound Buddhist concepts that influenced Jobs was the idea of Anatman, the concept of no self, or the absence of a permanent, unchanging identity. This teaching encourages individuals to let go of attachment to the ego, recognizing that our sense of self is fluid and interconnected with the world around us. Jobs practiced this idea in his work and life, particularly in his leadership style. He didn't view himself as the sole creator of Apple's success. Instead, he saw himself as part of a larger team working toward a common goal. He believed in empowering others and fostering a sense of shared vision, not personal gain. In fact, he was known to put the company's interests above his own, seeking to create products that would benefit humanity as a whole. This selflessness was reflected in his company culture at Apple, where collaboration and unity were paramount. Jobs wanted his employees to be part of a larger mission, to improve the world through innovative technology. His leadership, much like the Buddhist notion of no self, emphasized collective success rather than individual glory. Embracing impermanence, failure and success as lessons. Another important aspect of Buddhist teachings that Jobs integrated into his life was the concept of anicca, or impermanence. Buddhism teaches that all things are transient, constantly changing, and that nothing lasts forever. This teaching was central to how Jobs approached both success and failure. Rather than fearing failure, Jobs embraced it as part of the process of growth. His early failures, such as the commercial struggles of the first Macintosh, were not seen as permanent setbacks but as learning experiences. In Buddhism, failure is not something to be avoided, but rather something to learn from and grow through. Jobs took these failures in stride, using them to fuel his future successes. For instance, when Jobs was ousted from Apple in 1985, it could have been seen as the end of his career. But instead, he viewed it as an opportunity to reinvent himself. He founded Next, which eventually led to his return to Apple and the development of revolutionary products like the iPod and iPhone. This embrace of impermanence allowed Jobs to stay flexible and resilient in the face of adversity. Compassionate leadership, the human side of business. One of the most important lessons that Jobs learned from Buddhism was the value of compassion, or karuna. In Buddhism, compassion is the act of working to alleviate the suffering of others and to promote their well-being. Jobs took this to heart, striving to create products that would improve people's lives and make them feel more connected to each other. This compassion was reflected not only in his products but also in his leadership. Jobs was known for pushing his employees hard, but he also believed in nurturing their talents and encouraging them to be their best selves. He wanted to create a culture at Apple where everyone felt valued and where their work had meaning beyond just making money. Just as Buddhist compassion involves a deep understanding of others' suffering, Jobs worked to understand his customers' needs before they even voiced them. He was known for his uncanny ability to predict what people would want before they knew it themselves, a skill that was deeply connected to his ability to empathize with others. The impact of Buddhist philosophy on Jobs' legacy. Steve Jobs' legacy is not just about creating groundbreaking products. It's about how he embodied Buddhist principles in his life and work. His commitment to creativity, innovation, compassion, and selflessness was grounded in the deep philosophical insights that he found in Buddhism. Jobs' philosophy teaches us that true success is not about personal gain, but about creating something meaningful that benefits others. Whether it was his focus on simplicity, his drive for excellence, or his ability to connect seemingly unrelated ideas, Jobs' work continues to inspire people around the world. In a world that often values profit over purpose, Jobs' philosophy reminds us that business can be a force for good, and that through mindfulness, compassion, and creativity, we can make a lasting impact. Conclusion: a Buddhist approach to innovation. As we reflect on Steve Jobs' life and work, we can see that his approach to innovation was not just about technology. It was about a mindset, a philosophy grounded in the principles of Buddhism. His ability to see the interconnectedness of all things, his embrace of impermanence, and his compassionate leadership continue to inspire us today. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content about how philosophy, mindfulness, and innovation intersect. Until next time, remember to stay hungry, stay foolish, and stay open to the lessons that life has to offer.